Greetings and a good evening. Welcome to the atarangi. We're continuing Edith Finch today.
What remains of Edith Finch, but yes. Lurty.
Lurpie, Purpie, Rob.
Rob. It's your boy, Rob. About to teach Barry some guitar. Bob.
I love how it's like all birds and then like. I like how they have the pictures in the middle, so it's nice.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Yes, this is Edie's room.
Yeah.
That's a peephole back.
Her room was like a museum. For
One of them
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Puts the whole damn
But
house
40-foot
on a
waves
boat.
off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Let's sort that out.
Yours. Okay, that's how I back out.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Why are you like this?
What?
Alright. Soort.
Soort?
Ja, op top.
Soort.
Op top.
Soort.
Soork.
Soort.
Soork. Alright.
Light?
No, there's no power. Just...
I know, but I want to flick it. Just.
I've still got one like that in my room.
Dude, that's a dope ass sewing machine.
Sewing machine.
Yeah, sewing machine, same thing.
I think we used to have this exact one at home where I'm at.
We used to have a similar one as well.
I don't know if we still
I love
have
how
it.
like that part spins at the bottom, like
Yeah.
flywheel.
I don't know if we still have it. I don't think so. I think we got
Louis
rid of it.
died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
This is an actual museum. She has a lot to say about her stuff.
I mean, that's kind of just what my house would be like if I lived in it for long enough.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long,
You'll know
long
why
time.
she was furious later. Because there's a good reason why she was furious.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Of course.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay. Yep. So that makes that sense.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
There's people like that.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
I've got a pink bathroom in my house. Is
Oh,
this just my house?
No. Sure hope not.
Nah, I would never put a carpet in the bathroom. That's disgusting.
There's a secret room in this bedroom by Sven and Edith Finch.
That's a classic. I read it all the time.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Oh, it's one of them
It's in the
pop-out
last
books.
place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That's fun. Hey, close it properly.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd
Photo lab.
refurbished. He never put it down.
Photo lab.
I guess that does make sense to put a photo lab in like a dark room.
Well, they put it
Then-
in the wall.
Then again, like, this is a bit overkill, isn't it?
I like secret passageways.
Not in a house.
He says, having designed houses with me with several secret passageways.
Are they secret though? They're not that extreme. Like,
It's in a... There's a door in a closet behind the clothes.
yeah, that's still fine.
It's a split room.
Okay, a lot of camera stuff. I guess he went into it this way
Yeah.
all the time.
Which makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
Especially like, remember this guy was a kid. So having a crawl secret passageway is kind of like
I
a
knew
vibe
Vincent
for
had
children.
twin. And that he never talked about him.
Looks like the twin was into space stuff. That looks like a way forward. I think we want to continue in here first. That's a groovy button. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's sexy. I appreciate.
Oh, it rolls up.
Ooh,
Oh,
and the books were never
That
real
is-
to begin with. Oh.
that is so beautiful. No, back out.
I appreciate good secret door design.
Yeah, that's a good. That one. That one's good.
Yeah, so we had an
I guess
army
my
guy
grandpa
and a
didn't like
space guy.
history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
He jumped in me.
Springfield.
I
Yeah,
told him
probably.
going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Nice
maybe
foot
if the
track.
wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think
I
he'd
mean,
already
we've all
made up his
tried
mind.
this.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
this
want to
guy is a
remember
pro.
about my brother. day he made
You
it
ever have?
find the floor,
Oh, no.
and he did.
It's impossible to go around multiple times, by the way.
Yeah.
Calvin's story felt
Which
strangely
is the point?
familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
We all did.
Well, everyone with access to a decent swing at least.
After the funeral,
Mm-hmm.
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That's so beautiful.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Yeah, these are children's passageways for grooves and fun. Just open it. You don't need to go back out, that's just a shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
Eee!
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Really hard. Probably.
Likely.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music
A
box.
man of my heart.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
He
A
died.
true man of my heart, designing secret passages as a hobby.
So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
How would you know it was 20 minutes?
What do you mean?
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick. But
How would he
the
not
house
know?
was silent.
The Halloween music.
Of course.
She found Rick's
Nice
couch
shading.
and imagined the worst.
Can we whack the cans? Oh yeah.
Yes, we can. Yeet!
Get whacked. Whacked, bro. Oh, we've got power now.
Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Damn, boy.
Oh, that blood was
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Ah, yes. Oh, dear.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act
I'm
furious.
furious.
All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out.
I love how accurate he is.
To remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Music starts again.
It's Halloween, so yeah. Obviously.
The skate.
Obviously.
Walter Finch. Looks like he likes
Walter
trains.
had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And when he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
This is a pretty action-packed scene, and I like the narrator.
Pumpkin Man. Yeah.
And he's gone.
Hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course,
Well,
the
you
police
can't.
blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story.
A story
As
we will
for
get to
Barbara,
eventually.
tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That's such a dad joke.
It's also the end of the episode, though. In case you haven't
Edie
noticed
told
yet,
me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
none of these stories are true.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are the stories that
Yes.
Edie tells about what happened to the children. The swing broke and killed Calvin. Barbara was either killed by a disgruntled fan or by her boyfriend, who then killed himself. Molly poisoned herself,
Yes.
and it's gonna continue like that. Like, none of these stories are gonna be exactly true, but they're all gonna, like, tell you what happened anyway.
They're all pretty close.
They're just, like, slightly magical versions of what happened. And we'll see you next time.